Shalom. Want to begin by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. One respect to the brothers living worldwide in truth and sincerity. Salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect, believing on the words of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Title of this lesson is The Scenarios. And the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is setting up scenarios for people to be delivered and people who are going to be delivered to death. And we hope to be on, the latter, to be delivered from all these said perils. Because why the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is about balance, right? Matter of fact. And these scenarios that he's setting up, is going to be for the glorification of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. It's that Proverbs chapter 11. See, contrast the upright of the wicked. All right, it says Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. So at the time that the 2/3, all right, are being put to death in various scenarios, right, by way of the famine, by way of the teeth of wild beasts, the concentration camp. Guess what? The Lord is going to be delivering the elect of the children of Israel. Let's read this again, because the Lord is about balance. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is abomination unto the Lord. You reap what you sow. But a just weight is his delight. You see, the Lord is setting up different scenarios, for people to be delivered. All right, I think back to that vision that sister had earlier, I believe last year, where she said her and a couple other, people were hiding in a barn, and the Gershus came up on that barn, and found them. And she could tell, how they were roughing her up, that they was getting ready to, to lay hold on them, to rape her. And she just went to praying to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, in those names now. And all of a sudden, a brother with spiritual power popped up and saved her. Well, those are scenarios that we're going into. All right, get ready for miracles. With all the death and destruction that's bound to happen, it's going to be Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi raising up certain men, all right, to save the elect. This is the book of Jeremiah. Again, the Lord is sending these different scenarios. Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 1. Then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And the Lord did turn his back on us, per se, because we turned our back on him first. All right, and he did cast us out of his sight physically, out of the land of Jerusalem, and out of the land of Israel. All right, it says, and it shall come to pass, which is what? Prophecy. If they say unto thee, whether shall we go forth? Yeah, it's going to be them saying, what do we have to do? When all the scenarios of the money crashing, all right, and the stock market blowing up with all these everything bubbles, okay, then they're gonna be like, what do we do? Well, the Lord said this: then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, for such as for death to death, and such as for the sword to the sword, and such as for the famine to the famine, and such as for the captivity to the captivity. Yeah, those concentration camps. All right, those what is it? Lockdown resorts, as they call them. Yeah, the Lord's setting up different scenarios, and we're seeing them play out. Okay, it says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds. Oh, don't forget about the mechanical dogs. See, the Lord has the prophets of the Lord bringing out these different scenarios of things that the Lord could have happen, and you're going to be stable in that day because the Lord hip you to the report, right? It says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord, and the sword to slay, the dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy. See, Yahawah Bahasham is going to set up these certain scenarios, going to cause Esau, all right, these so-called global elite, all right, going to cause America to do something to where they're going to hate the whore and they're going to burn her with fire. The Lord is setting these scenarios up, and we seeing them play out now. Okay, you have the Ukraine situation going on. All right, you have China, all right, trying to claim that area of water. You know, and I went recently, off topic. Recently, been watching on this channel, Kings and Generals. You know, the history of wars. You know, and right now they're playing out the Pacific War, right, for World War II. And it's interesting how these Ammonites, so-called Japanese, all right, man, they got down on the United States and the British for the first part of the war, all right, and they ain't hold any mercy. Well, where did they learn that type of tactics from? They learned that from Esau Edom, the so-called white man, right? Yeah, off topic, but it's interesting how the Lord set up different scenarios. All right. Eventually, the Ammonites, you know, were bombed by Esau because the Lord gave him his gift, which is the sword. Right, and 2/3 of our people follow after this devil. You know, doing abominable works, and that's why they're going to be ultimately destroyed. You know, in these certain scenarios. So Salakia for that. That was just on my mind. I wanted to share Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 9. Excuse me. It says, "Know therefore that the Lord Yahawah shall thy power, he is power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy." See, we're gonna need mercy. The scenario is gonna be we're gonna be in that same circumstance of danger. Right? But we're gonna need mercy of Yahawah Shah, okay, to guide us through. It says, "Which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him, and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations." See, the elect, right? And in turn, what? "And repayeth them that hate him to their face." See, the Lord is going to get you back. You're going to eat of the fruit of your own way. Right? The things that you trusted in, you're going to have to go and cry to the guys that you have chosen. Because the Lord is not going to hear you. Again, it says, "And repay of them that hate him to their face to destroy them." Yeah. All right. Teeth of wild beasts, a pack of hungry lions come out the wood, you know. They said when that ice storm hit, that a pack of 20 wolves came out the woods to investigate. They had to call in the hunters to put down the wolves. Right? Well, you ain't got no bullets. What if the hunters ain't there? What are you gonna do? Well, it's the Lord Yahawah Shah setting those certain scenarios up. Let's read this from the top. Deuteronomy 7 and 10. "And repay of them that hate him to their face, to destroy them. He will not be slack to him that hateth him. He will repay him to his face." See? It's the Lord Yahawah Shah. And what partially inspired this lesson, a brother shared a video through the group chat of a father, right, with his 4-year-old daughter. He had her recording. He jumps in the water and he ends up drowning, man. Okay, the Lord set that scenario up, right? How about the video that the Elder Manat did yesterday? You gonna be stuck. Yeah, 2/3 gonna be stuck. That dude went in that stove, you know, half cocked and had shit playing out, right? And he realized he was what? Stuck. He said, "I'm going to jail, bro." Well, that's 2/3 of our people. You're stuck, man. Why? Because you can't get it. You hate the Lord, and he gonna repay you to your face. He gonna set up a scenario where you eating your last nasty ass hot dog, you know, and now you think you gonna go out and try and rob the next door neighbor, and they sitting at the door, they waiting on you. See, certain scenarios that the Lord is already prepared, and as in the Scenarios of destruction are the scenarios of deliverance. The Lord is about balance. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 12. He disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform the enterprise. He's going to ultimately do that to Esau. Right? He's going to rain it on him when he's about to fill his belly. Right? It says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime, and grope in the noonday as in the night. Yeah, they're not going to have any answers. The Lord set no certain scenarios up to where they're always losing. What is that? The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Egypt and caused them to err in every work thereof. Babylon, if I'm paraphrasing it right. You see? That's why I said what? They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. They're not going to have any answer. They don't see a way at it. Right? But, see, this is the contrary. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. See that? So the poor have hope. See, we prisoners of hope. We hoping Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. We ain't hoping in no AR-15. We ain't hoping in stocking no food. We trusting in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth from mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High correcteth. Yeah, we're being corrected right now in measure. Right? We're being chastised right now, so we won't be chastised with the world. Right? It says, therefore despise not the chastening of the Almighty, for he maketh sore and bindeth up. He woundeth and his hand make whole. I'll give you more credence that the Lord is about balance. But who is he giving that making whole to? Right? Who is that breaking down to? Right? He says, he shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yeah, in 7 shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. See? This is the balance. And thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. See? As the Lord said, no certain scenarios. You're going to be in that same scenario, right? And the Lord will have it play out. Y'all walking together. You don't know each other, you know, or y'all just end up getting together and coming into a group setting, and the Lord send the teeth of wild beasts, and they devour them, and you're free. Those certain scenarios, right? Let's read this again. It says, at destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. See? For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. See? With thee. The same ones who believe the report, right? Who trust in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, as it were. You know? That's hey, requires faith too. Okay, let's close it out here. This is Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 34. It says, now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. See that? He said, have covenant and mercy to those of 1,000 generations, right, who have kept, you know, now they got to go back and get it. Deuteronomy 7 and 9, it says, know therefore that the Lord thy power, he is power, the faithful power, which keepeth covenant and mercy with them that love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. And we know we couldn't keep the law perfectly back then, but you definitely had spirits, all right, who wanted to please Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And guess what? He kept covenant with those, the elect, all right, those certain spirits that were selected from the beginning. All right, let's go back. Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 32. Now therefore hearken 32. Now therefore hearken unto me, O ye children, for blessed are they that keep my ways. See, the ones gonna be blessed are those certain spirits, right? It says, hear instruction and be wise, and refuse it not. Blessed is the man that heareth me, watching daily at my gates, waiting at the post of my doors. For whoso findeth me, findeth life, see, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. Let's look at that word favor. Just want to see what it says. Right? Strong's H 7522.
Strong's H 7522. Rawchaa.
Rawchaa. All right. It says delight. Delight, desire, favor. The Lord delights in the elect. All right. It says pleasure, will. Let's see what else we can get. Pleasure, delight, favor, goodwill. The Lord's gonna have goodwill toward the elect, man. All right. Acceptance, will, desire, pleasure, self-will. They ain't really give us much, but we understand. All right. Let's go back. Let's read this again. That's what we're trying to obtain, favor, acceptability. It says, whosoever findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me, you don't believe in a report, you don't believe in Yahawah, but you got to believe, in who the Lord sent. It says, Proverbs 8 and 36. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death. See? The 2/3 of our people, they vehemently hate Yahawah, man. They vehemently hate Yahawah. And that's why they're going to be destroyed. Okay? The balance of Yahawah setting up certain scenarios. Right? Lord willing is edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Lord willing, coming at you with another lesson. Till the next time, I say Shalom, DTA, and a Bible ball. Soon.